What's going on, YouTube? Excited to be here today. It is the day number 1 of the 2020-2021 NBA basketball season. It's my favorite DFS sport. It's my favorite time of the year. It's Christmas, basketball starting. There's going to be basketball on every day. There's not NFL, so a lot of DFS content to be coming out here. If you're new to the channel, this is a DFS and sports cards collecting channel. I'm here to help you guys in your journey to collect sports cards, as well as make some money on daily fantasy sports playing Draftkings, and try to teach you guys some of the skills you'll need along the way in both of those hobbies, so together we can hopefully make some bands. So today is December 22nd. There is 2 games today. The first game is Kevin Durant going against his former team, the Golden State Warriors. A couple things to note about this game is that Draymond Green is going to be out today. If you're new to NBA DFS, you should know that reading and reacting to the player news throughout the day is key to a successful lineup. If player X, in this case would be Draymond Green, if player X is out, that directly affects player Y and or player Z, who is filling in for that player in that role today. And usually player Y and player Z are underpriced due to the circumstances. And today that is going to be one of 3 players. If you're not a mass multi-entry kind of a player, you're going to have to pick between one of these 3 people that you think could help you differentiate and still provide upside in your GPP lineups. Those 3 are going to be Pascal. He may start in place of Draymond. A little cheaper options are going to be James Wiseman. He hasn't played much, if at all, in the preseason due to COVID, but he is back, and I think he will get some run. And if he does get good minutes, I think he should perform fairly well here in his first NBA game. And the last one is going to be Marquis Chris. He is $4,000, and the dude is a points per minute monster. Points per minute is basically fantasy points output per minute played, which would be anything from rebounds, assists, scoring points, blocking shots, getting steals. Chris does a lot of the ancillary pieces to get you those points. He may not score very much, but he's going to be in there rebounding the ball and blocking shots and stealing the ball. I think those 3 are good options, and I will be playing all 3 of them throughout my lineups. A little thing about me is I usually play about 10 to 20 lineups any given slate. I like to play the smaller entries, the 50 cent, the $1, the I think it's $4 today, the 20 max entries, just to where I can still differentiate my lineups and how I want things to look due to different aspects or different outcomes that could happen in the games, but as well as limiting my player group, so I'm consolidated with those 20 lineups and just differentiate here and there on a couple spots. So I really like those 3 players in replacement of Draymond Green. What I have in my notes here is that the Warriors are going to focus to take away anything that Kyrie and Durant could be doing here in this matchup. The last thing they're going to want to do is have Kyrie and KD take over and kick their ass their very first game this season, as well as them playing against their former teammate in Kevin Durant. I believe that they're going to be doubling and flashing doubles and help to Irving as he's driving the lane, and or Durant in ISO situations. They're going to be helping on those players a lot, which really leaves players like Joe Harris open in the corner for kickouts or on the wing, and Jared Allen with rolls and dump offs to the basket, wide open for dunks. So I really like Harris and Allen as well from the Nets side of the ball. And of course, you're going to have interest in your Currys, your Durants, and your Irvings. It's just a matter of, can you fit them? I think, me personally, I'm going to try to fit Steph as much as I can. But with the difference in price between Durant and Anthony Davis in the next game, I think I'll be focusing on Anthony Davis because he's got a better matchup, and he is not coming off a year off with Achilles injury. Durant could be limited here in his first game back, so pay attention to that. That's not to say that he couldn't go out in 20 minutes and drop a 30 ball with 8 rebounds and 6 assists or something like that. He could still ball out. I'm not saying he's not. That's just kind of where I stand on that first game. Moving on to the next game, in my notes I have things to note is that the Lakers don't have Rajon Rondo anymore, as well as, LeBron is most likely going to be limited here to start the season. They just ended the season not even hardly 2 months ago, and he is one of the oldest players in the league. So with that being said, he, like Durant, may still go off in his minutes that he's allotted to play tonight, but I don't expect him to play much more than about 24-25 minutes today, which at his price of $9,600 leaves to be a little bit desired. But without Rondo in those minutes, you could also see a lot of LeBron point guard action. So who's to say that LeBron couldn't go off for a triple-double or something in his 25 minutes of playing time today? And if LeBron is limited, expect to see a lot more Dennis Schroeder at point and just running the offense in general. For the Lakers, I think that a big aspect of what they're going to be trying to do here at the beginning of the year is to get Schroeder as comfortable and acclimated with this offense and this team as possible. Not too much time to practice here in the off season with this short off season. Not too many preseason games. So I think they're going to be using these first couple games here especially as welcoming and kind of assessing and getting people acclimated with each other here, the newbies on the Lakers. So I do like Dennis Schroeder there for that reason. I think he's going to be a big part in the offense today. And he's proven when he's needed to, he's gone out and he's had some big fantasy performances. So that's why I like him today. And last but not least, I think Anthony Davis is one of the, he's my favorite play today. Nobody really can defend that man. 7-foot guard style play, can take you to the hoop, can rebound over you and dunk on you. The Clippers just don't have anybody really that could guard him. So look for him to smash. Other things to note I got jotted down here for you guys is Horton Tucker. You know, in the DFS preseason, everybody's fallen, and in the cards, really, everybody's fallen in love with Horton Tucker. I like him to play decent minutes today with the bench players, and if they're up by a lot, which I don't foresee happen, he could get some extra blowout run. He's cheap. He's 3,500, I believe, and he's a good play. But is he going to help you differentiate your lineups to help you win that GPP? Maybe, maybe not. So if you're playing him, look to have a different piece in your lineup that's going to differentiate you from the field. And that's about all I have for today's short video. Just a couple things in review that I would like you guys to remember when you're making your lineups for NBA DFS is that raw points matter. So raw value or raw fantasy point output matters. If somebody like a Durant or a Anthony Davis goes off for 50, 60 fantasy points tonight, you're gonna most likely need that player in your lineup to cash high, or to even cash at all, really. With these two game slates, you really have to have, there's 8 roster spots, I believe. You're gonna at least need to have 6 of those 8 players with flaming icons next to their name, to really see yourself up towards the top. But you need to get, in addition to raw points, you're going to need your points per dollar value plays to go along with that. In DFS, minutes equal money. So like I said, with minutes coming for Marquis Chris and Pascal and Wiseman, I think Wiseman will get the least amount of minutes between all 3 of those, but I mean, they're going to get more minutes than they usually do, or than they would in a normal circumstance, and they're priced to be bench players today. And one of them's going to start, and one of them's going to play significant bench minutes. So 2 out of the 3 are going to be, I think, great plays, and they're going to help you win tonight. Pay attention to throughout the season, regression and progression back to the mean. You know, one of my biggest hits in NBA DFS was a couple years ago, towards the beginning of the year. Klay Thompson had missed, I don't know how many games he hadn't hit a 3, but it was like 3 or 4 games in a row that he was 0 for the field shooting 3s. And just knowing your players and their shooting averages, if a guy's shooting 0 for 20 in the 3 games and he's a 30 to 40% 3-point shooter in his career, chances are one of those games coming in the near future is going to be his bust out game that's going to bring him back to his normal shooting percentage. And Klay Thompson did that against the Chicago Bulls a couple years ago. I think he had the NBA record in 3s that game. After 3 games of not hitting a 3, he goes out and he hits 13 threes. Won a couple $1,000s that night. Nobody played him. I had him in almost every lineup. Didn't take home the top prize, but it was still great to ride with your players that you know are going to perform eventually. Play your players. Don't give up on them unless they totally screw you over multiple times. But anyways, hope you like this stuff, man. I'm going to have a lot more coming out in the near future here for NBA DFS. This is only the beginning. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe down here and turn your notification bell on so you can know when I post a new video or I am on live. I haven't done a live show yet, but the more viewers we got, and more interaction we get, the more likely I am to be going online for things like before NBA slates, to give you the news, let you know what's happening so you can change your lineups if you got that player that's out for that day. And yeah, so let's make some money this year in NBA DFS. Thanks. Peace.